Colleagues, a few days ago, the School Teachers Review Body, the STRB, submitted their report to the government on the pay award for teachers. And we're waiting for the government to publish that report and their proposals on what they're going to do in response to the recommendations made by the STRB. But we understand that contents of the STRB's report have been leaked to the press, and that the STRB has recommended a pay award of 6.5% from this coming September. Now, 2 months ago, the government asked us to put their pay offer to our members, and our members rejected the government's pay offer by a margin of 9-1. You gave ministers a very clear message that their offer wasn't good enough, and that the government should get back around the negotiating table to agree a deal that the profession could support. But since then, Gillian Keegan has refused to talk to us. Instead, she said that the matter is now with the STRB. Teachers have seen the value of their pay decline by more than 25% over the last 13 years, and those real terms pay cuts have been compounded by double-digit inflation and hikes to interest rates in the past year. Now, if today's reports are correct, the pay review body is recommending a pay award of 6.5% from this September, well above the 4.5% that the government offered. If today's reports are correct, there's yet further evidence that the government is out of touch and that its position is no longer credible or justifiable. Teachers and head teachers deserve better this year and next year. But because of ministers' intransigence and petulance, we've told the government that we've been left with no other option than to ballot our members for industrial action over pay, workload and working hours. And we've given formal notice of our ballot to the government. Our ballot of members in sixth form colleges is already open and will open for members in schools on the 5th of June. And we need members to vote in support of industrial action if that is needed to secure a pay award that you can support. We don't believe that industrial action should be necessary, but the government cannot continue to sit this out or to hide behind the STRB. Ministers must face up to the reality and ensure that teachers receive the pay awards that they deserve, and that every school and college receives the additional funding that they're going to need to deliver those pay awards in full. The government has no excuses. They must publish the report immediately and in full, and not delay the STRB's report as they've done previously. We want to see a commitment from the government to delivering real terms pay restoration. And on workload, Gillian Keegan must also address our members' demands for measures to tackle excessive workload and long working hours. You know, it's not fair, it's not right, and it's deeply damaging to expect teachers to work more than 60 hours a week, according to the government's own figures. We need to bring an end to the expectation that teachers should work harder and harder for less. And my message to the Secretary of State is that she has the opportunity to prevent further industrial action by agreeing to work with us to secure a deal for this year and next year that our members are willing to support. In the meantime, I want to thank members for your continuing support for our campaign. Your campaigning has already pushed the government and it's won the support from many others. Now is the time when we need to keep up the pressure on Gillian Keegan by asking every eligible member to vote yes, yes, for a better deal on pay, workload and working time. Thank you.